Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Dye, and I'm talking today about how implementing specific technological programs into the accounting classroom will help students become more knowledgeable and successful in their future careers. I stumbled across this topic sophomore year during an internship at a Big Four accounting firm in the tax department. And as a first year intern, I was very nervous. I had no idea what to expect or what I was supposed to know or do. And I learned fairly quickly that everything that I was learning in my tax classes was directly related to what I was doing at my internship, except for the technology aspect. During my internship, we were on computers 24/7 using accounting software and tax software and Excel, and these were all things that we didn't really have a lot of exposure to in accounting classrooms. So I got me wondering how often this happens, that students come into a career and they don't really have the knowledge that they need to help them succeed, so they're spending the majority of their time asking technology questions instead of questions about the actual material itself. So I decided to look further into this through research and a survey. I focused my research on three main categories: technology in undergraduate schools of business, technology in the accounting classroom, and technology in the field of accounting. I chose these three categories because it made it a lot easier to see what technology the school was offering to the professors, what technology the professors were offering to the students, and how this was related to what the students would be doing in a career. I found that 61% of students agreed that when there's technology involved in a classroom, they're better able to learn and they're more interested in learning. I also found that there's a large discrepancy between the amount of technology that is offered to the professors and the amount of technology that the professors use in their classrooms, because they have a negative idea of how using this technology will take away from the coursework. Lastly, I found that technology is used in the profession every day. Various types of technology are being used, and students who don't have exposure to them beforehand are at a severe disadvantage. I chose my survey questions based on problems that I faced during my internship and research that I found. It was a 16-question survey, broke apart into 3 sections, and I sent the survey to accounting firms in Pittsburgh and the professors here at Robert Morris in the accounting department. I chose my contacts based on people that I had talked to previously through interviews or networking events or professor recommendations. I was hoping to receive a response from HR, audit, and tax from each of the accounting firms in private, public, and Big Four. I ended up with a response rate of 76.5%, which included 26 of the original participants, 8 additional, and 8 of the RMU professors here. My first group of questions had to deal with technology training and experience of new hires. I asked about the experience that these students had with Excel, specialized softwares, technology in general, how easily they were able to learn Excel and specialized softwares, and how much experience that they needed before beginning a career. I looked at these based on a scale of strongly agree to strongly disagree, and I found that students are experienced with Excel and technology in general, but not as much with specific accounting and tax programs, that they're able to learn pretty easily, and that they definitely need more exposure before they enter a career. This graph, it's a little hard to see, but questions 1 and then 3 through 6 all have strong positive response rates. Those are for questions that the respondents strongly agreed with. And question 2, which was how experienced are students with specialized softwares, had a negative result because nearly all of the respondents believed that students were not experienced at all with specialized software. My second group of survey questions had to deal with the frequency of technology being used in the career. I asked about the use of technology in general, specialized softwares, Excel, more traditional methods, and how frequently the students ask questions based on technology. The choices for the survey were daily, weekly, 2 to 3 times a week, bi-weekly, and monthly. I found that overall, they felt that technology and Excel were used daily, technology in general and Excel were used daily in a career, while specialized methods and more traditional methods were used 2 to 3 times a week, and technology questions were asked very frequently. This graph, you can see there was all positive results, which shows that overall, all of these methods are used daily, weekly, or 2 to 3 times a week, so pretty frequently in the career. 4 and 5 at the bottom have smaller results because there was more of an even distribution between frequently and less frequently, and this had to do with how often more traditional methods such as journal entries and things like that are used in the career, and how often students ask technology questions. My last group of questions had to deal with frequency of technology in the classroom. For this, I asked how often students would be using Excel, tax preparation software, general accounting software, online homework, and supplemental online materials in their classrooms, and I used the same frequency scale as the last set of questions. I found that Excel and online homework were used weekly or 2 to 3 times a week, while the other methods were used monthly or less. You can see here that there's a lot more negative results because the respondents agreed that tax preparation software, general accounting software, and online materials were not used, or they were used monthly or less in the classroom, while 1 and 4 are Excel and online homework, so you can see that they're used daily or weekly in the classroom. Overall, the survey showed that students were pretty experienced with technology, but definitely needed more help with specialized softwares before they enter their career. And it compares with the research because the research showed that students were definitely more experienced than they have been in the past, but that they could always use more exposure. I believe that if accounting professionals would, or professors would implement more specific technology programs into their classrooms, that their students would be more knowledgeable and successful in their future careers.